all the way down to New Jersey at 2 o'clock in the morning. And he hasn't even given it a thought about how he's going to get home. Now that's what I call complete gentleman. Maybe he'll stay with. No, he won't stay with. But then again, anything can happen when you're with Rupert or Sun's out. Boy, what a night. What night? I have an idea. Paul, let's bring a bottle of scotch downstairs and ring all the doorbells and yell police and see who comes out of whose apartment. Paul? Darling? Aren't you feeling well?
Rotten thing to do. To your own mother.
What?
You have any idea how she felt just now? You know what kind of night this was for her?
The night isn't even over yet.
You didn't see it sitting here 2 minutes ago. You were upstairs with that Hungarian Duncan Hines. Well, she was miserable. Her face was longer than the trip we took tonight.
She didn't say anything to me.
She's too good a sport. She went the whole cockeyed way. Boy, oh boy. Drag a woman like that all the way out to the middle of the harbor for a bowl of sheep dip.
It was Greek bean soup. And at least she tasted it. She didn't just jab at it with her knife for a cute little epigram. Like, ho, ho, ho. I think someone's in there.
That's right. That's right. At least I was honest about it. You ate 2 bowls because you were showing off at Al Capone at the next table.
Oh, what are you so angry about?
I just told you. I felt terrible for your mother.
Why? Where is she at this very minute? Probably with the most attractive man she's ever met. Don't tell me that doesn't beat the hell out of you. Hair curlers or the Late Late Show.
Oh, I can just hear it now with the sparkling conversation. He's probably telling her about the chicken cat story he once cooked for the High Lam of Tibet. And she's sitting there, shoving pink pills in her mouth.
Never mind how people talk about it now.
I don't understand how you can be so concerned about this.
I'm concerned. I am plenty concerned. But I'm finally grateful that there's finally someone for her to be concerned about. What I'm really concerned about is you.
Me? Me?
I'm beginning to wonder if you're capable of having a good time.
Why? Because I like to wear my gloves in the winter?
No, because there isn't the least bit of adventure in you. Do you know what you are? You're a watcher. And in the world there are watchers and doers. Well, tonight, you watched, and I did.
Yeah? Well, it was hard to watch what you did, and was for you to do what I was watching.
You can't lift your hair down for a minute. Boy, Paul, you can't even relax for one night. Sometimes you act like
What? A stuffed shirt?
I didn't say that.
That's what you're implying?
Well, you are very proper and dignified.
I'm proper and dignified. When? When am I proper and dignified?
Well, at Delfino. You were drunk, right?
Right. I was stoned.
Well, I couldn't even tell until you told me in the morning. You're a funny kind of drunk that way. You just sat there, looking unhappy, watching your coat.
I was watching my coat because I saw someone else watching my coat. Look, if you want, I'll get drunk for you sometime. I'll show you a slob. Make your hair stand on end.
It isn't necessary.
Do you know at PJ Clark's last New Year's Eve, I punched an old woman?
All right, Paul.
Don't tell me about drunks. When else? When else have I been proper and dignified?
Always. Always. You always have a jacket on. You always look right, and you always say the right thing. You're very close to being perfect.
That's a rotten thing to say.
You can't even go into a candy store and ask the lady for a Tootsie Roll. You have to go and walk up to the counter and ask the lady and point to it and say, I would like that thing in the brown and white wrapper.
That's ridiculous.
And you're not. That's the problem. Like last Thursday. You wouldn't walk barefoot with me in Washington Square Park. Why not?
Very simple answer. It was 17 degrees.
And it's a very logical and sensible answer. Except it isn't any fun.
What do you want to do?
You know, Corey, maybe you're right. Maybe we have nothing in common. Maybe you would have been happier with someone a little bit more colorful and flamboyant, like the geek.
He'd be a lot more laugh in a stuffed shirt.
Oh. I just thought you said I wasn't.
Well, you are now.
I'm not going to listen to this. I'm not going to listen. Got a case in court in the morning.
Where are you going?
To bed.
Now? You're going to sleep now?
I'm going to close my eyes and count tickets. Good night. Yeah, what?
You can't go to sleep now. We're having a fight.
You have the fight. When you're through, turn off the lights.
Ugh! You can't even control your emotions.
Corey, would you get in a pail? The closet's dripping.
Look. I hate you.
Act out something.
Come out here, Paul. You will not go to sleep. You will
Court.
stay here and fight to save our marriage.
There's one thing I learned in court. Be careful when you are angry and tired. You might say something you will soon regret. I am now angry and tired.
And a coward.
And now I will say something I will soon regret. Okay, Corey, maybe you're right. Maybe we have nothing in common. Maybe we got into this marriage a little too fast. Maybe two people should have to take more than a blood test. Maybe they should be checked for common sense, understanding, and emotional maturity.
Well, all right. Great. Well, why don't you get it passed in the Supreme Court? Only those people bearing a letter from their psychiatrist saying how well adjusted they are will be permitted to marry.
You're impossible.
You're unbearable.
You belong in nursery school.
You belong no longer than Buddy Duddy.
Okay, Corey, let
Don't touch me. Don't touch
Now wait a minute, Corey.
No! I can't even be in the same room with you. I just can't be in the same room with you.
Why?
Because you know how you feel about me.
want to do, Paul?
Don't touch me.
Why?
I told you why. Because we have absolutely nothing in common.
What about those 6 days at the plaza?
Keep your choices going.
6 days is not a week make.
What does that mean?
I don't know what it means. I just want a divorce.
A divorce? What?
I'm sorry, Paul. I can't talk about it anymore.
Where are you going?
To bed.
You can't. Not now.
You did before.
That was in the middle of a fight. This is in the middle of a divorce. Corey, do you mean to say, will you come down here?
Why?
Because I don't want to yell. All the way.
Afraid the crazy neighbors will hear us?
You serious?
I'm dead serious.
You mean every time we have a little fight, you're going to want a divorce?
There won't be any more little fights. This is it. This is the end. Goodbye, Paul.
Eye contact.
Holy cow.
I'm sorry. I don't mean to cry.
Oh, for Pete's sake, cry. Go ahead and cry.
I'll cry when I want to cry. And I won't have this cry until you're out of my apartment.
What do you mean, out of your apartment?
You don't think that you're going to stay here after tonight?
You're serious?
I'm dead serious. I do.
You mean the whole thing with signing papers and going to court, shaking hands, goodbye, forever finished, forever divorced?
That's what I mean.
I see. I guess there's nothing left to be said.
I guess not.
Right. Well, good night, Corey.
Where are you going?
To bed.
Don't you want to talk about it?
At 2:30 in the morning?
But I can't sleep until this thing is settled.
Well, it may take 3 months. Why don't you at least take a nap?
You don't have to get snippy.
Well, damn it, I'm sorry. When I plan vacations, I'm happy. And when I plan divorces, I'm snippy. All right, you want to plan this thing? Let's plan it. Now sit down, because there's a lot of legal and technical details to go through.
We're going to bed.
You stay here, or you get no divorce from me.
You can try acting civilized.
All right, I'll be civilized, but charm you're not going to get. Now sit down, because there's a lot of legal details to work through.
valuable things. I mean, can't you do all that?
Aha! Now I'm the doer, and you're the watcher. Isn't that right, Corey? Huh? Isn't that right?
This is what you're really like.
Yes. Yes.
Fine. What do I have to do?
First of all, what grounds?
Ground?
That's right, grounds. What's your reason for divorcing me? And remember, my failure to appreciate knickers will only hold up in Russian court.
You're screaming, Paul. Why weren't you this funny when we were happy?
Okay, how about incompatible?
Fine. Fine. Are you through with me?
Not yet. What about the financial settlement?
I don't want to think.
Oh, but you're entitled to it. Alimony, property. Suppose I just pay your rent. $75.63 a month, isn't it? And you can keep the wedding gifts and the furniture. All I ask for is my clothes.
I hardly expected bitterness from you.
I'm not being bitter. It's a statement of fact. You're always wearing my pajamas and slippers.
But only after you go to work.
Why?
Because I like the way they... It's stupid. I'll sign over your pajamas and slippers.
If you like, you can visit them once a month.
That's bitter.
You're damn right it is.
You have the right to be bitter.
Don't tell me when to be bitter.
Things didn't work
This
out.
hotel didn't.
You can't say that we didn't try.
Almost 2 whole weeks.
Better than 2 years.
Or 20.
Or 50.
Lucky, aren't we?
We're the luckiest people in the whole world.
I thought you weren't going to cry.
Well, I am. I'm going to have the biggest cry in my entire life, and I'm going to enjoy it. I'm going to cry so loud, I'm going to keep you up all night long. Goodbye, Paul. I mean, good night.
All night.